Hi, I'm Sebastian Gomes, host of Salt and Light's book show Subject Matters, and here's my take on One Ordinary Sunday, a meditation on the mystery of the Mass by Paula Huston. This is a really down-to-earth and accessible reflection on and explanation of what those Catholics are up to every Sunday when they venture into church. It's a really good balance between history and good information and meditative reflection at the same time. It's a perfect book for a Catholic who sometimes is going through the motions during Mass or is daydreaming, or who has never been taught, the richness of the liturgy, what's going on, the symbols, the gestures. In other words, it's for all of us. Now, the book is broken down into two parts, just like the Mass. The first part is called The Story and focuses on the liturgy of the Word. First part of the Mass where we have readings from Scripture, etc. The second part of the book is called The Sacrament, which focuses on the liturgy of the Eucharist. And the book really moves along according to the rubric of a Mass, an ordinary Mass. There's a couple things I want to point out about the book that are really interesting. Paula draws our attention to the fact that a lot of what we do during Mass is ancient practices. I mean, the whole concept of reading scriptures out loud is an ancient Jewish practice. We do it especially with the Psalms. The Jews do the exact same thing, but this whole concept of reciting the Psalms that the Catholics do every week or day or whenever you go to Mass is a really ancient practice. The other thing she points out that's really interesting is the Mass has been celebrated in almost exactly the same way since the very beginning. She quotes Justin Martyr, who is a 2nd century theologian, and in one of his writings he's explaining what's happening at Mass, and you're reading it and you're like, this is exactly what happens every Sunday when I go to Mass. So there's a great continuity in the Mass as we celebrate it today, and just knowing how ancient it is and how we've celebrated it almost exactly the same way for so long is quite remarkable. Paula says that one of the things she loves most about the Mass is its carefully built-in coherence. Everything has a purpose in the Mass. Everything is intentional. Everything is connected, and she really brings that together beautifully. There's something really extraordinary happening at Mass, and what Paula points us to is that a lot of people miss that because they're not fully there. And if you're not fully there mentally, spiritually, you're going to miss out and you're not going to participate in the way that you should. So Paula's book is extremely helpful in bringing that down to earth for us. It's very well written, it's very accessible, and it is for everyone. So enjoy reading One Ordinary Sunday by Paula Huston.